What do you want in life? What do you really want in life? Maybe you want to make more money. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want a better relationship. Maybe you want to find that special someone. Maybe you want to get organized or lose weight or stop being sick all the time. They know what they want in life, but then a lot of times they lose motivation. They get burned out, something happens, and they just lose sight of where they want to go in life. So today we're going to talk about the top 10 ways to stay motivated so whatever you want in life, you can reach your goal. Number 10, avoid things that set you up for failure. If your goal is weight loss, give away or throw away your baggy clothes. Don't keep them in your closet and think to yourself, well, I'm just going to keep these just in case I don't lose the weight that I'm, wanting to. Don't do that to yourself. Get rid of them. Or if you're wanting to make more money at work, doing unproductive things all day long every day isn't going to help either. So avoid the things that don't reinforce your goals. Number 9, definitely do things that reinforce your goals. So for example, if your goal is weight loss, buy that size smaller of pants as a reminder of what your goal is, that you want to reach that smaller size. If you want a better relationship with your spouse, think about some of the things that you can do to start expressing your love and your care for that person. And maybe it's something as simple as buying them flowers. Or if you want a better job, sitting on your hands and not sending out your resume isn't going to help. So regardless of what your goal is, if you're not doing anything to move toward your goals, it's not going to help you reach your goals. Number 8, make it fun. Now let's face it, most people are motivated by pleasure. So if reaching your goal feels like work and it's not pleasurable, chances are that you're not going to be motivated long enough to reach your goal. So if your goal is weight loss, you've got to make weight loss, exercise, eating healthy somehow fun. If your goal is to make better grades in school, you've got to make studying fun somehow in order to make those better grades. Or if you want to make more money at work, you have got to somehow make that work pleasurable. So let's just talk about if your goal really is weight loss. Well, you could become part of a sports league. You could sign up for cardio classes rather than just jumping on the treadmill and, staring at the digital screen for 30 minutes. That is pretty boring to me. Number 7, find a mentor. This is someone that you can look up to, that you can lean on, this person has reached the goal that you have set for yourself. And whether it's you want to be successful in business, so you seek out a successful business person. If you want to be fit, then you seek out a fit person. If you want a better relationship, then you seek out someone who exudes, happiness and contentment in the relationship that they're in. So these are examples of seeking out someone that has reached the goals that you have set for yourself. So whatever your goal is, if you're wanting to lose weight, hanging around someone who's constantly telling you that you're overweight or that you can't reach your goals, or hanging around someone who is always complaining about their job and they can't do anything about it when you yourself want to get a better job, those are not the people that you want to hang around. Find a mentor that has already reached the goals that you have set for yourself. Number 6, reward yourself. Now, the reward doesn't have to be necessarily related to what your goal is, but it definitely needs to be something that you really want. So regardless of what your goal is, some great ideas for rewards would be maybe buying that new pair of shoes or that new pair of jeans that you've been eyeing for a few months, or taking a little mini vacation over a long weekend. Maybe it's going fishing and hiking. You take a half day off from work or something to do something outdoors. Number 5, use visual reminders. Now, if your goal is to lose weight, maybe you want to put a picture of someone that you want to look like around your house, or somewhere that you can see. If you want to be successful, putting quotes around your house from successful people in history is a good way. Or if you have a goal of getting a better job or making more money, whatever your goal is, maybe just simply putting a rubber band on your wrist so that, every time you see the rubber band, you're reminded of what your goal is. So whatever you need to do to remind yourself visually, that will help you stay motivated. So I have kind of a funny story. When I was in college, I was wanting to tone up and get more fit. And so in my dorm room, I put a picture of a hot chick, in a bathing suit, and that was my personal reminder of why I had the goal I had and what I wanted to achieve. So I would have people come over and think, oh, you were so crazy for, what kind of girl would put a poster of another chick like this in their dorm room? That is so strange. But to me, it was a constant reminder of what I wanted to look like and what I would achieve when I reached my goal. So number 4, you want to track your progress. Keeping a journal of the progress that you're making over time when you're striving to reach your goals is definitely going to be a motivator. So if your goal is weight loss, keeping track of the pounds you're losing, the inches you're losing, the foods that you're eating, that's a great way to look back and see what you've accomplished over time, so that when you do hit that day or that, bump and you're just not motivated to keep working out, then you can look back and see that all the work you've done in the past, there's a good result and a positive outcome out of that. If you are, if your goal is to make more money in work, keeping track of your financials over a period of time, it allows you to go back and see, even if you dip down and maybe you don't make as much this month or something, you can look back and see that you're working towards a goal, that you actually are moving forward. So whatever your goal is, being aware of the progress you're making is going to be a motivator. Number 3, maintain a positive attitude. You definitely want to focus on the positives and not the negatives of reaching your goal. Constant complaining and, pointing out what you've had to give up and what you can't do anymore and what you've had to compromise in order to reach this goal, that's not going to help keep your motivation going. Regardless of what your goal is, you want to make sure that you're not dwelling on the negatives. You want to dwell on the positives. Number 2 is support. And this is going to include really a variety of social support groups or, social support, whether that's from your family or from your friends or from an established peer support group. Setting a goal and then trying to reach it by yourself a lot of times will set you up for failure. So if you have people around you that are constantly lifting you up and motivating you and saying you can do it and good job and keep going, that's only going to help you. It's not going to hurt you. Now, be careful about sharing your goals with people that are only going to criticize the goal and discourage you and kill your motivation. So if your goal is weight loss, it's probably not the best thing to do to tell your friend who's extremely overweight and eats horrible and never exercises and has no goal of losing weight. It's probably not a good idea to tell them that you're losing weight, because when you mess up or when you need support, they're not necessarily going to give you the best support. And number 1, set clear and realistic goals. So you may have this big, massive goal. Maybe it's you're wanting to move the mountain, but you're going to have to break it down into achievable goals so that doesn't seem so overwhelming. I do also want to add the difference between a goal and a dream. You may see a goal and then, think that is doable, I can achieve that. And then you may have dreams that you think, oh, it's just a dream, pie in the sky. I don't know if I can ever accomplish that. Well, what you may think as a dream and I can't achieve that, someone else may see as a goal and very doable. So it's really in all how you perceive what you're looking at. Okay, so if your goal is to make $1 million, someone may perceive that as a dream and I just hope that someday I can make $1 million, and another person may have it as a goal. The real difference is that the person who sees it as a goal has broken it down enough to where they can achieve small steps to make progress towards that goal. The person that views it as a dream hasn't broken it down enough to where they can make small steps towards that goal. So the key here is, regardless of what the goal is, you have to break it down so that you can make progress. Now, the reason why I did this video today is because I have met so many people who have set goals and then never reached them. And at the same time, I've met a lot of great people who are so successful. They've set goals and they've broken them down and they've done all the things that we've talked about and they've reached those goals. And so my goal here today with doing this video is to help you become successful in whatever you endeavor to do. So thank you to all of my subscribers, everybody who views and watches and leaves comments, and take care of yourself.